Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about my first impressions of Black Desert Online. So I have been playing this game for about 6 days, 7 days, so around a week, and I'm having a blast, but I feel like there's certain things that I need to point out to people who are thinking about picking up this game so that you know what you're getting yourself into. This game is very deep and complex compared to Blade and Soul, mainly because Blade and Soul is a relatively straightforward game in progression. It's you just focus on your gear, you get stronger, and then you progress through doing raids and doing dungeons and stuff like that. However, Black Desert Online is purely open world, so there's a lot of things the game doesn't tell you, and you kind of have to wander around and find out for yourself. Of course, if you have friends or if you watch YouTube guides, that definitely can help quite a bit. But to be perfectly honest, I feel like going into this game blind and not doing research, not doing anything, and playing however you want to play is probably the best experience for this game. Because if you go into this game with the expectation of, okay, I'm gonna hit level 60 in the first 2 days, I'm gonna do my awakening quest, I'm gonna try to hit 200 AP and all that stuff, you will burn out very quickly, because this game is not meant to be a sprint. A lot of people have been saying and have been telling me that Black Desert Online is a marathon and not a sprint. And what do they mean by that? And it simply means it takes a very long time to hit endgame, like true endgame. However, there isn't really much to do after you hit that point in the PvE segment. So it's more about taking your time and enjoying the game for what it is and exploring all the different avenues as well as the features that they have in this game. So you can see here that I am level 56 and I have unlocked my awakening skills. So my awakening skills, you can see now I have these little balls that circle around me, and then when I stance change, I've changed back to a staff. However, my favorite part is the snap, so listen carefully here. So you heard it once when I switch to the staff, and you're going to hear it again when I switch back to the to my awakening weapon. She's going to snap now in her idle animation. That snap sound is so satisfying. I really enjoy that snap sound. And other than that, the actual playstyle of the witch is very simple, which is perfect for me because I don't want anything super complicated. However, for the players who want something a lot more difficult, a lot more complex and deep, there are other classes for that. However, the witch and wizard are probably the easiest classes to learn their combos as well as support the party, because you've got healing, you've got resurrection, you've got shielding, and they offer a lot of utility to the party. However, do keep in mind that since this game is open world, there's not a lot of party content to do. A lot of the content that you're going to be doing in Black Desert Online is going to be questing. If you're not questing, you'll be doing life skills. If you're not doing life skills, you're just going to be messing around with your friends. There aren't any raids or dungeons to do per se. There are like dungeon areas where there's a lot of mobs, so there you could party up and you can just steamroll them. Or if you pick more difficult content, then you can have a little bit of a challenge there. But other than that, there's only world bosses, which are considered quote-unquote raids. However, it's not exactly the same as a Blade and Soul raid. A Blade and Soul raid is a lot more coordinated. You have 12 people, you have voice comms, and you have to do certain mechanics or else you'll wipe the party and everyone will die. In Black Desert Online, that's not the case. It's simply a world boss spawns, you go hit the world boss, and you just dodge his attacks and just keep DPSing it until it dies, and it's every man for himself. But when the world boss dies, everyone who hit the boss is able to get loot, which is very nice. So even though Blade and Soul as well as Black Desert Online are both very gear orientated, because in Black Desert Online you're focusing much about your attack power or your AP, you want to get this as high as possible, and in Blade and Soul you're also very focused on your AP as well as your gear. So I feel like the two games are similar in that sense. However, after that, everything else is absolutely different. In Black Desert Online, it's an open world game, it's a sandbox game, so you're not constrained into doing dailies in order to do everything most efficiently. Of course, you can do that if you want. However, it's not the only thing you can do. Since it is an open world game, you can go off, you can do life skills, you can go off, you can go explore, you can do questing, you can talk to random NPCs, and you can just explore the world for what it is. While in Blade and Soul, it's very constrained. You finish the main storyline. Once you're done with the main storyline, it's just doing your dailies, doing dungeons, as well as doing raids. So you're really constrained on several things, and once you're done with all of those daily activities, you don't have anything else to do on that specific character, and you make another character in order to do the whole process again. And that's how you be very efficient in Blade and Soul. However, on Black Desert, you can do that. You can be very efficient if you want. However, the way that I personally am playing the game is not very efficient, mainly because I don't care about efficiency. I don't care about getting best gear and doing all that, because there is no end goal for me in Black Desert Online. I'm not trying to get into the newest raid or try to fight the hardest bosses or anything. And that is the charm of this game. I feel like you could play this game for a week, you can go AFK for a month, come back and pick up where you left off, and you won't have the feeling that you fell behind and that you can't catch up anymore or you're forced to swipe money. Of course, this is only from my perspective in a PvE sense of view. I do not PvP in this game, and I know if you want to PvP in this game, the progression system is probably a lot more different as you are competing with other players. However, for me, I'm solely a PvE player, so I'm not competing with anyone. I'm simply just slowly progressing at my own pace. So the only person I'm competing with is technically myself, which is, you know, I always win no matter what. So that's pretty cool. If you have any questions about the game, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. I'm by no means an expert at this game. I've only played for around a week, so I am not an expert. However, I'll try my best to answer whatever questions you guys have. There is one thing that I am still working on and kind of confused on, and I don't really know how it works yet, but I'm trying to figure it out while just messing around in game, and that is how the worker system works. Like, I can hire workers, that's great, but I need to find stuff for them to do, right? So I have a potato farm right now and a chicken farm, I think, and now I'm just kind of working on that. This in one of the life skills, so that is pretty fun. It's just something that I can do at the side and make some extra passive income, because it feels like this game is all about making money, which is pretty fun actually. I quite enjoy it, but it might not be for everyone, because some people just want to go in, feel powerful, and blow stuff up and kill everything, which you can do, but in the end, I think making money seems to be the end game for a lot of people, so that they get money so they can buy the best gear and stuff like that. So that's something that I'm kind of working on and just having fun with while blowing everything up, because the Witch is freaking dang fun to play. I can see a lot of people getting bored of it because the Witch is very simple, and a lot of the quest in BDO is literally go here and kill 10,000 of this mob, and you're sitting there like, holy crap, 10,000 of them? That's a lot. And, you know, I can see a lot of people getting burnt out because it's not their type of game. But for me, I love Diablo 2. I've always liked those type of grindy games where you're just grinding for days and days for new gear. I used to play a lot of Ragnarok Online when that was a thing back in the day, as well as Aura Kingdom. So I feel right at home when it's telling me to grind 20,000 of that mob or 30,000 of that mob just to farm for like 2 pieces of each accessories, which you can sell on the market for a couple million silver. So I'm fine with that. But for a lot of people, that might not be your thing. Maybe you don't have that much time to invest, or maybe you just don't like grinding in general, then you might want to skip out on this game. Anyway, that's it for me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, I would appreciate a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye-bye.
What can I say except you're welcome for the heals, the boosts, the